Welcome to another practice of Bhuta Yoga. These practices are designed for people who want to go deeper, want to practice in a more traditional way. Our style of practice is based on ancient Tantrik yogic teachings, which suggest that a life of balance, harmony, and peace is possible when we connect to the elements, the earth, the water, the fire, the air, and the space. So if you're looking for something deeper, welcome to Bhuta Yoga. Let's begin. Welcome back, friends, to the Bhuta Yoga Academy. Today's practice is coming to you from my new home in the mountains in Costa Rica, and I've yet to get the internet hooked up here, so I'm recording these to offer an alternative to the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Really give thanks to all the transitions in life. Today's practice will be more of an intermediate practice, a little bit of a longer practice with pranayama and kriya towards the end. So stick around because I think you're in for a good one. Check out this new practice space. Isn't it so beautiful? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a comfortable seat. To begin, if you need to have something underneath your sit bones to elevate, then go ahead and do so. And then close your eyes once you're in your seat. Bring the crown of your head over your tailbone. Start to deepen your breath. And with the exhale, follow the exhale into your body. So as you're exhaling, take your awareness and bring it inward towards your spine. Inhaling and exhaling a few more times. Lifting the base of the skull towards the crown of the head. Finding all those little inner alignments that allow you to feel stable in your posture, but also relaxed. And deepening your breath without strain. And on your next exhale, bring your fingertips to the ground and then crawl forward. We're going to bow over our crossed legs, bring your hairline onto the mat or the ground. Reach your elbows straight. Press down with the fingertips. Again, deepen your breath here. Try to bring the tailbone away from the crown of the head. Take 3 or 4 more breaths with each exhale. See if you can lengthen your exhalation. Pull your navel back with every exhale. And keep the navel pulling in as you inhale. If you pull the navel towards the spine with the inhale, this is a form of Uddiyana Bandha. Just a few more breaths. Lengthen the back of the neck. Try to open up the space where the kidneys are in the lower back. You do that by pulling the navel in and then breathing with the navel back, that Uddiyana. And this will be your final exhale. Take your time exhaling. Finish the exhale. Get to the very end of the breath. Hold the breath out. Uddiyana, navel back. Now keep the navel back. Inhale. Drag the hands towards your knees as you're inhaling. Navel in. Get to the top of the inhale. Hold the knees. And then hold the breath. Tuck the chin. Lengthen the back of the neck. Pull the ribs in. Press the knees into the hands, straight elbows, and release the chin, exhale. So we're working with bandhas. Go ahead and switch the cross of your legs. If you have one leg in front and one leg on top, go ahead and switch them. And then with the alternating cross legs, come forward once again. Bring your hands forward, forehead down. You don't need to get the head all the way down. In fact, sometimes it doesn't happen, and for me, with different cross of legs, it actually takes me a while to get the forehead down. So if you need a block, that's okay. It's also okay if the head's just lifting, but relax the back of the neck. Deepen the breath. Navel back with the exhale. Tip of the tongue behind the two front teeth. Keep the tongue wide. Lift the base of the skull towards the crown of the head. A few more breaths, working Uddiyana, that belly lock or tie, the abdomen. Just do it according to your capacity. Final exhale. On this exhale, you're going to exhale all the way out. Empty the lungs. Stay empty. Uddiyana. Keep the navel in. Inhale slowly. Drag the hands towards your knees. Inhaling. Palms will grip the knees. Get to the top of the inhale. Keep filling until you're about 90% full, and then hold and seal. Elbows are straight. Knees push into the hands. Chin is tucked, ribs are in, belly is in. Tip of the tongue behind the two front teeth. Release your chin. Exhale. Now hold this position. Inhale and exhale. Stay firm in your seat. We're going to work the fire a little bit, okay? So focus on the solar plexus. The bija mantra for the Manipura chakra, the chakra at the solar plexus, is Ram, R-A-M. Kapalabhati Kriya is a sharp, quick exhale through your nose. The inhale is passive. We'll do 36 breaths like that. Just join in once you get the hang of it. You ready? Passive inhale. Kapalabhati Kriya, 36 breaths. Begin. Keep going. Strike the solar plexus with every breath. Imagine you're throwing a dart at a dartboard and you're trying to hit the bullseye. Five, four, three. Exhale completely. All the breath out. Stay empty. Pull the navel in strong. Keep the navel back. Inhale slowly through the nose. Navel back. Tip of the tongue behind the two front teeth. Fill to 90% and then hold and seal. This is known as Mahabandha. Elbows are straight. Knees push into the hands. Thigh bones hug into thigh socket. Shoulders hug into shoulder socket. Elbows push down to wrists. Base of skull lifting for 3, 2, nice central column in the spine. 1, exhale, don't lose that central column as you exhale. Crown of head over tailbone. Inhale and exhale on your own. Stay calm, stay in the center. Nice. Kapalabhati Kriya, round 2. Same thing, 36 breaths, sharp, quick exhale through your nose. Focus on the solar plexus. Ready? Passive inhale. And begin. Stay stable in your body. Calm in your mind. Chin in, base of skull lifting, shoulders are wide. 5, 4, 3. Full exhale. Empty. Stay empty. Uddiyana. Navel pulls in. Maintain Uddiyana. Lift your chin. Stay empty. Inhale through your nose. Uddiyana is maintained on the inhale. It means the navel stays pulling in as you breathe in. This will send the breath into the spine. Fill to about 90%. And then hold and seal. Mahabandha. Base of skull lifting, chin in, tip of tongue behind two front teeth. Ribs are in, shoulders hug in, elbows move down to wrists. Thighs hug in to thigh socket. Knees push down to ankles. For 3, 2, release your chin. Exhale into your body, into your spine. Release. Inhale and exhale 2-3 times on your own. Try to feel your center. Well done. One more round of Kapalabhati Kriya. Same thing, focusing on solar plexus. 36 breaths. Passive inhale to prepare. And begin. Keep your face relaxed. Keep your eyes soft. 5, 4, 3. Full exhale, empty. Stick out the tongue. Empty a little more. Uddiyana. Maintain Uddiyana, lift your chin. Inhale slowly, navel is back. Uddiyana is maintained on the inhale. Breath moves into the spine. Fill to about 90%, 95%, and then seal and hold. Mahabandha. Hug everything towards the midline. Let the limbs move away from the center and at the same time pull in towards the center. That means your arms and your legs are working to create stability in your spine. Release your chin. Exhale. Follow the exhale into the body, into the spine. Inhale and exhale on your own. Very nice. That completes our Kapalabhati Kriya, 3 rounds of 36. Let's go ahead and release the legs. We'll move now into our asana in our vinyasa practice. So bring your feet together. And with your feet together, bring your knees together and you're coming to a little crouch. So your big toes, your heels, your inner thighs, your knees, everything is squeezing in. And just to feel that, go ahead and place your palms on the ground. Your heels are lifted, your palms are on the ground. And now squeeze your legs with your bicep. So your arms are squeezing your legs, and then use that activity to squeeze the legs even more. It should feel quite strong, quite an active shape. And now try to maintain that inner squeeze of the legs and straighten the legs by pushing through the balls of your feet. You're exhaling. And now inhale, bend slowly, squeeze the legs in. Imagine you have arms squeezing your legs. And then exhale, straighten. Inner legs squeezing. Should feel quite active and strong. Continue inhaling to bend, crouching, exhaling to straighten. And do about 3 or 4 more. One of the principles we work with Bhuta Yoga is connected to the breath, the element of air. This principle is the principle of spanda. So go ahead and do 2 more of these vinyasas, but really focus on the pulse of the breath. Notice that the breath comes like a wave and you can catch the breath with the body. And then your body follows the breath. So you don't start moving until your breath starts moving, and then your body will follow into the pattern of the breath. You got that? Try one more. Really focus. Relax the back of the neck, relax the eyes. Next time you come into forward fold, go ahead and stay in your forward fold. Your knees can be bent. In fact, bend your knees just enough to put your palms on the ground. And now push into the big toes. Release the back of the neck by bringing the chin in. Your big toes push down and the outer heels push down. Your knees are bent, and now you push into your palms by driving the elbows down. Use this activity of the feet and the hands to lift the tailbone. And on your exhales, pull your navel towards your spine. Uddiyana at the end of the exhale. Maintain Uddiyana on the inhale. Start to straighten the knees slowly. Don't lose the lift of the tailbone. Don't crank the neck. Bend your knees, push into your feet. Inhale, bring your palms together to prayer as you roll the spine up. Come to standing. Exhale, release the hands. Go ahead and separate your feet so they're about hip distance apart. And we're going to do a little bounce here. And in the bounce, push down with the feet and the toes so that it's like your feet are plugging into the ground. Yeah, and as you're bouncing, you're inhaling and you're making the sound. Shake your head, bounce your shoulders, shake out your wrists, your fingers. Like you have water on your fingertips. Continue for just another few breaths. Try to really shake loose the body, any stiffness or tension from your day or your week that's accrued in the body, in the tissue, in the fascia, in the water. Water in our body stores memory. So we want to get the water to move, to flush out any stagnant energy. And then with the bounce, just start to bounce a little bit less, a little bit less, a little bit less. Close your eyes and then come into a standing position with your eyes closed. Inhale and exhale slowly and deeply. Feel the sensation in your body. Try to bring all of your awareness inside your skin. From the crown of your head all the way to your feet. Try to feel your body all at once. And now without losing this awareness of your body, drop your chin to your chest. We're going to do a little body joint warm up. Roll your ear to your right shoulder and then back. Left ear to left shoulder. As you're rolling your neck, making a big circle with the crown of your head. Keep your elbows and your wrists heavy. Try not to lose the center line of your body. Really standing in a firm posture, not an over-exaggerated posture, but a firm and central position. We work a lot with that in our practice. Go the other way. That central axis, the central axis of the spine, is mirroring the central axis of the universe. So we want to look for and find and practice coming to the center, withdrawing our energy away from the distractions of the world and coming back to the seat of power and creation that's inside of us. Roll the shoulders backward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interlace the fingers. And then lift the elbows with the fingers interlaced. Roll the wrists. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the pinkies together and then roll the hands towards you and the wrists and the palms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Twist. Keep your feet rooted. So you're just rotating the torso. Try not to shift the hips too much. You relax the elbows and you let your hands slap the shoulder and the kidney area. Really root into the feet. Bend your knees a little bit so you can feel that rebound. That's it. And then release. Roll the hips in a circle. 3, 4, 5, 6. Imagine your crown of your head is over your space in between your feet and you're making the central axis that you're rotating around. Make it equal. Other way. No jagged edges. Try to make it as smooth and round as possible. You need to plug into the four corners of the feet. Nice. Good. And now bring your feet together, knees together, hands are on your thighs, and we're going to rotate the knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go the other way. 2, 3. These joint warm-ups are fantastic for just getting the liquid, the lubricant in the body moving. All the joints, the water release, stand. You can step your left foot forward, put a little bend in your left knee, step your right leg back on your big toe of your right foot and then roll around the big toe. Try not to lean. So if you need to have your knee bent, in fact, the front knee, the standing knee needs to be bent so that you can find the vertical axis of the spine. Other way. Relax your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists. 8, 9. Switch legs. Stand into your right foot. Don't rush. Left foot behind. Roll around the big toe. Wrists are heavy. Other way. Collarbones move apart. Base of skull lifts towards the crown. Good. And then step your feet together. We're going to rotate, we're going to roll through the spine. So you bend your knees and you kind of sag forward, drop your chin. And then driving your knees forward, the tops of your thighs forward, your hips forward, your belly, your chest, your throat. Yeah, you got that? You hear those birds? There's so many birds going here. I really love it. Okay, continue. 6, 7, 8, 9. Very nice. And then stand. We're going to have our feet a little bit wider, so your heels are going to be a little bit wider than the hips. We'll start with a few stances to get into our asana practice to really develop the base, the legs. Your toes are angled out, your heels are in. Yeah? So your toes are angled out, your heels are in. Okay? Heels are a little wider than the hips. Breath is held. Roll to one side and push yourself up. We're going to come to a seated cross-legged position to close our practice with spinal breathing pranayama. Once you arrive in your seat, bring the crown of your head over your tailbone. And we'll sync up our breath here together. Inhale slowly. Draw the breath in through the nose. And exhale slowly. Draw the breath out through the nose. Pull the navel in as you exhale. Again, inhale from the root, traveling up the spine to the third eye. Exhale from the third eye, down the spine to the root. We'll be spinal breathing for another minute. Inhaling, root, sacrum, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye. Exhale, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, hips, tailbone. Inhale, tailbone, hips, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye. Exhale, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, hips, tailbone. Go ahead and continue on your own. I'll do it with you. Again. One more spinal breath and then transition into a silent meditation. Exhale, release the breath. Inhale and exhale as thinly and subtly as you can while remaining as still as possible. Stay in your center. Base of the skull lifts to the crown, chin slightly in, ribs are in, collarbones move apart, shoulders draw into shoulder socket, elbows move towards the wrists, sides of the ribs are long, navel stays back, thigh bones draw into thigh socket, knees move towards the ankles. Use your arms and your legs to create space in your spine, to deepen your breath. Coming into the vertical axis of the universe, merging with creation. Our meditation and bring our palms to prayer. Touch the tips of the thumbs to the third eye. Drag the thumbs across the bridge of the nose to the lips, to the throat. And take a little bow to our practice today. Thank you all so much for joining me for another practice of Bhuta Yoga. Please go enjoy a beautiful day and a beautiful life, connecting to the elements. Amazing work. I'll see you all soon.